Okay, let me get everything situated. Guess I should also kind of push that closer. Get my water. Oh, goodness. Okay. Now, let's see what's happening. Why does it say I am streaming on OBS and not streaming elsewhere? Okay, so that says I'm live. And it looks okay. So I guess it's going. It is going. All right, I am going to ignore that, head back here, and what else do I have? Yeah, it's just the stats that are saying I'm offline. Everything else says we're good, so if you are watching, let me know if you can hear and if you can see. I am currently trying to get it figured out myself. Let me close that. Maybe I'm trying to do too much at once. That'll happen, you know? Head here, make sure it's muted. And kablam. Okay, so we're gonna officially get started in about a minute. So this is really just me getting situated. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Got my arms out of my sleeves. The Twitch stats don't look good. So maybe I'll try closing those and opening it again. Okay, that's looking better. I think that's better. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and switch over here. You guys can even see me getting this set up and ready to go, because why not get started like a little bit early? Hello and welcome to Chrono Cross. I am Sammy. This is Sammy. You are Sammy. We are all Sammy. And today we are gonna go and shove our boots up Lynx's patootie, his bum. We're gonna kick his butt. We're definitely gonna do that. Absolutely ending the game here at growth level 15 with only 250 hit points. We're gonna go kill Lynx and definitely beat the game right now. Absolutely happening, guaranteed, 100%. Only when you fulfill the requirements can you attend the ceremony. Return the colored crystals to their master. All right, that is our hint. 2 of these rooms are going to be kind of easy to go through. 2 of them are going to have some bosses. So we'll probably start with the easy rooms. I've got a map pulled up, but on the easy rooms, they are very easy. So I might not look at the map. Okay. We'll save really quick, because who knows, I might screw this whole thing up. Okay, this one is all the way to the right. We're going to do the first 2 rooms. We're going to do that one, and this one all the way to the right. And then we'll do those top 2 rooms, because those come with boss fights. They're not going to take that much longer. It's just that they're elemental-based bosses. There's always the potential that they could kick my butt. Okay. Let's go here. Watchkeeper faces north, which is totally fine because I want the southern hole, so I want him to drop me off west. I believe I want the southern hole. I think the western hole leads to not a record of fate. It's that red thing. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it like right next to there. Right there. So that recovers your star points. Should you find yourself using your summon a bunch and you're sitting here like, how am I going to afford this? Drop into the western hole. Get that record of fate. You can't save on it, but you can recover your stars. Okay, let's go. Now we just want the eastern hole. Up we go. All right. Eastern hole will be west again. And if you happen to be watching and you're curious, feel free to jump in the chat and be like, hey, why was that east or west? But chances are, if you're watching, then like me, this is just a comfort game. We're just here to enjoy looking at the late 90s, early aughts again. But there's the red crystal taken care of. If I wanted to have a couple of fights, and maybe I do, but I don't at the same time. But if I wanted to have some fights, I could go through the northern hole and battle those robots. But it might just be some hit points. If I were getting more and diverse rewards or stat boosts, then I would go after some of these optional fights. And I guess technically every fight is an optional fight. Alright, once again, we're going to go to the next easy room, which is all the way on the other side of the room. Before I save, let's just see. We picked up some stuff. Just in case there's anything good. I will have to read ahead to see if any of these bosses are going to use a high-level element that I might try to capture. And then I'm going to have to figure out how to get them to cast said element. I'm good at thievery, like I remember to do that most of the time. I'm less good at remembering to use trap elements against bosses. That's the part that always kind of hurts for me. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at this. Oh man, this is hard to read. I'm just gonna stumble through it like I always do. Oh look, someone I can fight while I read. So essentially what I am working on, what I am working towards, is opening up the path. I first want to open up one specific path so that I can unlock the stairs. Then I want to open up, I think, 2 other paths so I can get treasure. And then, finally, I will get to go to the crystal and deal with that. Okay. Whoops. So I like the double time in battle, I don't like it so much when I'm just running around in the map. In battle, it's pretty great, especially for these people who take an hour to wind up with their attacks. Kid and Sammy are pretty good about being fast and hitting things quickly. Razlie starts to get into the slow territory, where you're just like, come on, lady, let's go. Dang it, I missed. But you can speed up any of these slow people by doubling the speed. And then I just turn it off for when I'm walking around, because it's a little hard to navigate. Good job, everybody. We did well. Okay, a sprain means I can only walk. So let's just grab a brace, give it to Kid, and we are done. Okay, so I want to get that stairway down, and to get that stairway down, I need to get to that little blue button. I'm pretty sure I will not be able to get to any of those three without switching here. And I could be wrong. I stumble through this every time I do it. Let's start with Surge in the front. Okay, we Dragonians are comprised of a head, body, and tail. Thou must change the order of the head, body, and tail to unveil a new path. Since I switched around two characters, they will tell us. Let it be the head, tail, then body. And then I'll use the touchpad to switch characters around, but first... Okay, so that didn't help me at all. That didn't help me at all. Like I said, I stumble through this particular crystal. I'm glad there's only 2 fights. Here we go again. Now, I am genuinely shocked that none of those gave me the blue dot or that treasure. Okay. Alright, well that... Arg! Blarg! I'm genuinely upset. I thought I had this finally figured out. Alright, Sammy in the front, and we'll just do this the normal way till we can either get that treasure or that blue button. Then we'll do it again until we can get the other treasure. This should just be the default position. Nope, I was completely wrong. So that gave us the stairs I needed. Now, let's try this again. Let's try this. We're not going to switch places with 2 of the characters. We're just going to keep them in the normal order, but I would like to see what these lead to. Excellent. This gave me the first treasure. So I got an Earth Charm, and now with a Razlie in the front, I will likely have to switch the characters around. I don't know if that's a permanent thing or if it gets reverted when I leave the Dragonian Tower. I don't think it does. I think it becomes the new party order if I keep it that way. Okay, this time, yep, I don't see enough of the map, so let's take, okay. Just gotta navigate the maze. I'm glad they give me this much to see. Now I gotta figure out which one of the switched player or characters has to be in the front. Because we want to get to that little, it's a switch, but it looks like a tablet that you could read. We got all the treasure, so that's good. Don't have to worry about that anymore. But I do find this part to be a little bit annoying. Yep. No! I was hitting the X button too much. Okay. I hope that didn't, like, move it to another place. But I see it up there. Okay. I'm curious. I'm not that curious. Never mind. Don't let me get that distracted. Okay. I don't see... Oh, there it is. Dang it. I was like, I think I did it. I think I got it. I didn't got it. That's the only other thing I could think, is if I have to switch Surge and Kid so that they are good. But this might be it. This is it. We did it. Naturally, I don't want this to be the order. I am going to switch it back because I want it to be Surge first and then Kid. I want Surge to have the opportunity to end the fight real quick, and then I want Kid to have the opportunity to steal, and then Rasley cleans up at the end. So having Rasley in second position makes it less likely that I will steal. There we go. Number 2. Such a pain in the butt. I guess it's not too bad. It's just, of all of the mazes and stuff to do in Fort Dragonia, you can't love them all equally. And for me, the yellow room is the one that I'm just like, weak. Okay. Got the positioning I want. So now, say in the green room. Okay. Green room is also a maze, but it's not as bad as the previous maze. Mostly because the very first dead end you go to rewards you with a treasure. You get treasure for getting lost. And how awesome is that? I think it's the most awesome. Okay. And frankly, if I'm honest, the design of the green area is one of my favorites. Okay, does he use anything that I need to trap? Okay, so it looks like he has the option to cast Tornado, but the person who wrote the walkthrough that I'm following says he never casts it. So I don't think I'm going to waste an expensive tornado trap. And we'll just hope that he doesn't actually use that. And apparently he really only does his most powerful attacks if I hit him with yellow magic. And I don't think I have any yellow innates with me. Good. It's a little intimidating facing these dudes who are not dying after being hit by 2 people. They should die. Alright. What is... Oh. Maybe it's healing? Alright. I probably shouldn't have done that. That sucked. Alright, well, I was going to do Luminaire, but I have to revive. That sucks. Oh no. I might have to run away. I thought that I would be able to get through these fights without much trouble. Please. Don't. Oh. Oh. She doesn't have any revives, and I have used all of my revives. I guess we gotta try to take someone down. We didn't. That makes me kind of sad. Alright, well, I guess we'll hit him. And now we'll hit him with a Luminaire. So at least one of them is down, but if they use their beaten earth technique again, both of them could probably kill me, is the point that I'm making. Let's go. I really should heal, but I'm gonna keep striking them. Okay, he didn't get a turn. That's good. Okay, that worked out. Arrow Saucer? Maybe you can knock him down. Maybe that's all it will take. I forget that this game can be hard. If you're not prepared, it will beat you up. Okay. Kid is back on her feet, but she is injured. So I think I'm gonna heal with a couple of capsules. She could still be wiped out. She could still get hit one time, and that would be the end of her. So, it's not like we have found the solution. Okay, and we're gonna do it again. We're gonna try it again. We're gonna fight another one of these guys because I don't learn. Alright, good. It's only 2 of them. Alright, let's hit them with the Luminaire so I can light them both up. Good. Not good. Well, I won't be able to steal. And with her, I think we've got to... hopefully this kills him, but last fight... Okay, good. I was like, last fight, the best it did was stagger him. But that one, we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Ooh! Might have to see if I've got a golden necklace handy and spare. Somehow Kid has decided not to hit things anymore. bring him down. Bring him down. Okay, then let's see what your red pin is. Because I don't remember what it is. It's an all enemies attack. But I'm willing to use it on one dude. Okay. I hope those dudes that keep disappearing, I hope they're not as powerful as I worry they are. But since we got a heal all, anyone can equip that heal all. It's a green elemental. But I'm gonna see if she will take it, because she's got the highest casting ability of the whole team. So let's see, someone took it. It was not her. Interesting. Okay, and then the next thing I wanted to do, because I can't deal with it happening over and over again, I think I need to find a necklace. Okay, so not that one. Maybe no necklaces will work. I could get rid of the Profiteer purse, I guess. That'll just raise it by 1. Yeah, I'm good with that. Hopefully, she stays on her feet. I bet it is Sammy who got the heal all. He's the most likely to stay standing at the end of every fight, so it makes sense that the auto-allocate would give him the best elements that we get. Okay, what does the bat signal do? Not a lot of damage, and I love that. I love it when they do minimal damage. Now let's see if I can do maximal damage. It took out one of them. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Going crazy, hitting too many buttons. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, that makes sense. Do I want... Nah. I'll hold on to her healing. Well, that worked out. Okay. I don't know what Blackout does, but it is a consumable. Oh, I bet it's to heal from white status effects. I bet that's what they do. Hello, Blazin! You made it! I'm so glad you're here! I'm glad you're here. Okay, it's probably because I'm too quiet. Could also be Thank you for the subscription, Blazin', and any of you can join in as well. It could be that because I don't have headphones plugged in, maybe something has changed. But I'm gonna give it a quick listen and see how does it sound. I mean, obviously, if I'm speaking into the microphone, it sounds great for me. But it could be that there is a literal echo happening. So we'll try this for a minute. We'll see how this works. Hopefully it's okay. It's good. Because I don't know what to do about the echo. I don't know what to do about it. Because really the only different thing that I have done is use OBS as opposed to using the PlayStation. As far as how I'm doing, I'm okay. I'm very tired, very exhausted. Only at my second day working, and it's gonna be an experience. That could be it. There could be something going on there. Let's see. Let's go to audio properties. Don't see anything with that. But then if I go to this guy, and I go to your properties, okay, so it doesn't change anything. It doesn't seem like I have the option to do anything. It doesn't look like I have any filters. I'll have to figure this out. I will have to look into it. I'll have to actually listen to one of my streams. See what I've done. Now the question is it bad? Like, is it so echoey that you can barely hear me? Or is it like a little bit echoey? Is it like room echo that you are hearing? Ooh. Okay, I might have to... that's weird. Okay, well, I have no idea what to do about it. I'm just not that smart. I will look it up while I'm doing laundry tonight. I will see if there is anything that I can do on my end. Maybe there is a setting that I have changed and I don't realize I've changed it. That's possible. Still, I want it to be perfect, and I know perfection is the enemy of innovation, and that nothing can be perfect. It should just exist, because something existing is superior to something being perfect and never existing. But I still want it perfect! Yep. That'll show him who's boss. It's me! I'm who's boss. Okay, I'm gonna go to this first dead end, and since they've stopped giving me stat boosts, they're gonna have to catch me. I'm not gonna go out of my way to fight them. Not when I could... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, just mosey on past them. It's true, and I do need to look it up. I do need to figure it out. My plan for the stream today is to hopefully complete Fort Dragonia and watch the cutscene that follows. And then, depending on how much time we have, if we are in the last hour, I will probably end early and start researching how to fix the sound. There is a change that I made to the microphone, and that could have an impact. I turned the gain up, which is kind of the input volume. I felt like I had to kind of shout into the microphone, and I would rather speak at a comfortable talking volume without getting right up into the microphone. And so it could be that I have turned the gain up too much, and so it's picking up room echo. And so I just need to tweak it a little bit more so that I can still speak comfortably without it. Receiving 2 sources. Interesting. You know what it is? I see it. I see it happening right now. Let me... Because I just... Yeah, I had no idea. Let's try this. How does that sound? If I speak like this, how does that sound? What I'm going to need to figure out how to do is find that thing. Maybe it's the webcam that's trying to make that noise? But yeah, I just discovered on the audio mixer that there are literally 2 channels called mic. And I'm looking everywhere, and I only see 1 microphone plugged in. Maybe the webcam has a built-in microphone. And so I'll just have to make sure to always turn it on. But the question becomes, okay, I'm gonna go mute for a moment. Which one sounds better? So this is number 2. This is the other channel. That's a good point. And so what I'm really interested in is which one of these is actually the microphone and which one of them is a faker. So I am still using the alternate, and then I'll switch back to 1. So I'm gonna go mute again. And this is 1. So you just heard 2, but now we're back to 1. And I suspect, looking at the volume, I wonder if they're the same device labeled twice. That's what I think. I think it's the same device labeled twice. And I'll have to play around with OBS at some point and figure it out. And frankly, if French Fries is in the chat, I will have to apologize to him for being like, I have no idea what you're talking about with the echo. There's no filters, there's no effects. Well, it's cool. About half an hour into the archived version of the stream, you on YouTube will suddenly hear the quality of the microphone change. Let's try this fight. Let's see if we can survive this battle. We put away our Profiteer's Purse. It's only 2 of them. Man, they hit hard. Oof. So that's enough to kill. Well, frankly, if they had done Beaten Earth at a fully charged Rasley, that would have been enough to kill her. I think they do over 200 damage with that attack, so I gotta figure out a way to knock them down. I don't think it's worth stealing from them when they have the potential to one-shot one of my dudes. Oh, that sucks. I really thought that I had done it. Okay, well, I did knock out one of them. And now let's knock out this one. He might be staggered, he might be looking wounded, but he's dead now. That's all that matters to me. Okay, use consumables if you need to. But we didn't need to, so that's good. We are golden. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that because I'm not actually listening to anything but my own voice when I'm playing this particular game. I'm also going to give myself 1 volume. Give me a moment. There we go. 1 volume. I like the music in this game too much. This is one of my favorite original soundtracks. Good call. Let's do that. As you are watching the stream, you can redeem beard hairs on things like making me take a sip of water or having me do a stretch. And since this is a turn-based game, I'm not worried about that dude walking up on me. Okay. You can't see my face anymore. It happens. But we're gonna bring our arms all the way up. Ooh. Oh boy, my elbows pop. And then we come all the way down and touch our toes. Oh boy. Oh yeah, there it is. That's what we needed. That was what we needed. Oh, my hamstrings feel good now. They're a little tingly. Oh, it was so hot today. The room I was working in, thankfully, was well air conditioned. But as I am sitting in my home now, without air conditioning, because, you know, sound concerns me, I'm feeling the sweat, and I'm like, holy crap, I didn't realize how hot it was today. Okay, Sammy, hit them both. Hopefully we can get them. Alright, that was not very impressive, but it is what we gotta have. Really? It's August and you've already had to light a fire? I am a little bit envious. I live in a very hot state, and it's going to remain warm until mid to late October. I might bust out the jeans in early October. We'll see what happens. Sometimes I need to do that. Okay. Now that was intentional. I could have used the knives, but I like to steal. Oh, curses. Yeah, I'm a little too plugged into the internet these days to see that spelling of jeans without thinking about what's her name. But yeah, I might have to bust out the blue jeans for, you know, early October. We'll see. It usually stays pretty warm where I'm at, and today it's in the mid-90s because it's very hot and I can't deal with it. I'm a big baby when it comes to the heat. What do you have? I guess we can try this and see what we've got. It's been very difficult switching to pants because I want to look professional. But I would rather be wearing shorts because shorts are what I'm comfortable in. Let's hit them with a bush basher. I don't love the names of the elements in Chrono Cross. Some of them are silly. Bush basher is very funny. But when all of the green elements are labeled with bush at the beginning to tell you it's a green element, it's very hard for me to know which one of them I'm firing off except by level. Am I a male person? No. But yes, they do, like even in the wintertime, it seems like they are always wearing their shorts, and it is crazy. You might hear the male person come by, though. They usually swing by during the first hour of the stream. That's usually, if you hear me suddenly whispering during the stream, it's usually because I'm trying to hide. I'm trying to pretend I'm not home. Just be like, I'm not actually here. Like, what's the mailman gonna do? Like, tell me to check my mail? I'll do it eventually. All I get is junk mail anyway. I have become a garbage delivery man to my mail person. Like, they bring me the mail and I deliver it straight to the garbage can because none of it is for me. All of it is like just ads and magazines that are like, hey, come and buy this, buy that. And that's not my jam. I ignore my phone at work. I do that now. I have noticed that there are... Whoa, what are you doing? You said rip, and then you started freaking out on us? Let's hit them with everything we got. Okay, good. I didn't want to find out what rip was. Okay. Kaboom. Yeah. We did it. We did it. Okay. I should not have pretended like that was some big feat, because it literally was a piece of cake. Piece of cake. And now we're going up against something that is not a piece of cake. And I'm wondering if that question mark is for the idiom piece of cake. Idiom, of course, being a language's often used phrases that by themselves have no meaning, but in context have lots of meaning. And piece of cake is one of those where it means easy, but on its own it doesn't mean anything. It's kind of weird to be like, and that was a piece of cake. Okay, this guy is gonna hit hard. And he will heal himself if I use any yellow elements. So we'll do Tex, nothing yellow, and we'll heal ourselves. We'll see how this goes. New save file is when these bosses are always the hardest. If I am able to get to New Game Plus, it'll just be a, you know, it'll be a cakewalk. Because I guess I'm hungry now, because all I'm thinking about is cake. It will be cake by the ocean. Wow. Okay, so he can do 72 damage with one attack. We gotta keep that in mind. That was my weakest technique, so that's fine. Dang it. Dang it! Lady! I don't know why I did that for you. You couldn't steal that turn anyway. Ooh, 104. Okay, well. Green is good, yellow is bad, but we also don't want a full green field effect at the top left because that'll make all of his magic even stronger against us. Is Chrono Cross its own game, or is it part of like Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest or something? Yes and yes. It is kind of its own game because it has its own combat style, leveling up stuff, and the story is only loosely connected to the game that it is supposed to be a sequel to, which was Chrono Trigger on the Super Nintendo. At one point after Fort Dragonia, actually, we will find ghosts of the heroes from the previous game, and But they're like children. They're not even themselves. They're like baby versions of the heroes from Chrono Trigger. There is one character from Chrono Trigger who is closely connected with the character Kid, but we never get to see her adult form. And then, of course, even in this game itself, they say that after the events of Chrono Trigger, which was all about time travel and all that stuff, everything was so broken and twisted that in this universe, this sequel universe, they essentially created new worlds and were monitoring these things. We'll get to all of that later in the story, but you can make a legitimate argument for this game being its own game because it really doesn't follow the story from the original game that closely. But you can also make the argument that it's got Chrono at the beginning of the title. It is definitely in that franchise. We get to see the three main characters from Chrono Trigger, even if they're just little baby children and they're ghosts. But it kinda counts. Alright, let's see what the Raz Heart does. We're gonna give it to Kid, and hopefully it's healing. Okay, so it was healing, and her magic defense went up. I like both of those. Okay, let's go with a photon beam, just to hit him with that. I think it would probably be closer to, I mean, it's another Squaresoft game, so makers of Final Fantasy. But Final Fantasy it's very rare for them to have actual sequels, and I feel like that's what they wanted to do with the Chrono franchise. They were like, we've got Chrono Trigger, it's one of the greatest games of all time, let's do nothing from that game, but still kind of have the same overall ideas. And I love it. I love both games. I love them both incredibly, but it's if I play Chrono Trigger too soon, then I'll be like, I don't know if this game does what it wanted to do. Let's just hit him one last time. I'm gonna hold on to Razly's magic in case I need healing. Instead, we'll finish off all of Sammy's magic with exception to the yellow elements that I have. Wow. Well, that sucked. Who went after? Do I prefer trigger or cross, and why? And that is such a hard question. Because it's a great question. Because we're getting close to having the same amount of hours put into both games. Like, I have Chrono Trigger on my Android phone, just in case I ever want to play it. Then I just have it right there, ready to go. But Chrono Trigger, or Chrono Cross, is the one that every once in a while I'm just like, I want to come back and see, we did it. I want to see if it's still good. And it always is. Both of them are always still good. I'm going to say Trigger. Chrono Trigger. I think I have put so many hours into that game, both playing it and talking about it. I prefer Chrono Trigger. I don't have a way to play it on stream yet. We'll get there. And thank you. I'm glad we got our growth star, which means we get a new element. You can see it flashing on Sammy's screen. And everybody looks pretty good. Kablam. Okay, yellow is not going to be as difficult, but I gotta see if there's any of these that I want to do. Okay. If I can get its health down and then hit it with a red element, then I might be able to steal Iceberg. Blazin asks, which is my favorite Final Fantasy game? And I'm going to say 10. 10 really connected with me emotionally. And then... let's see. So if I don't use... Or if I wouldn't say 10, because 10 is the real answer, then it would be a tie between 4 and 6, which coincidentally were the 2 Super Nintendo games that came to the US. But 10 made me cry, so I think that one's gonna be my overall pick. That one really hit me. I really liked 10. Really? Now 5 is one of my favorites for level grinding. You know, if I'm just trying to get all of the parties or all of the jobs learned, then I will just spend hours. I'll put on a podcast and just play 5 forever. And then 8 I like a lot. I just never really got into it. And Ferris from 5 was a great character. Made a lot of us discover things about ourselves that some of us weren't ready to discover. No, I'm kidding. I liked Ferris because I like the idea of a lost princess who becomes a pirate and is still like ready to love her sister when she gets reunited. Like, Ferris is a pretty dope character. I like Ferris. 8 is just the one that like, my older brother will play it all the time and I'll be like, I think I'm gonna give this another shot. And then I'll throw it in and I'll play it for a little bit and I'll be like, no, I still don't think I like this game. Cypher is interesting. He's alright. He's fine. Okay. I almost got distracted. One of these has an enemy, and one of them... come on. Oh, there we go. One of them has a treasure, and I think I'm going to get the treasure first, but I'm still going to fight the enemy. If only to get whatever he drops. But, oh man, the music in the PlayStation era was so good from Squaresoft, and it's because they started hiring more musicians. It wasn't just Nobuo Uematsu, and yeah, you get some really great stuff out of the late 90s through the early aughts. But of every Squaresoft game, I do think Chrono Cross has my favorite music. 2 of the songs are legitimately good songs that I just have on my liked songs in my playlists. And then, like, the whole soundtrack is one of those things where I can just put it on shuffle and have a good time. I don't know, I love it. Don't stick your tongue out at me. I keep forgetting to speed up these fights. I don't necessarily need to spend all that long fighting them. I think it's Otherworld, and the reason I know that is because I bought the Final Fantasy X soundtrack right out of high school, and then I went out of state for college, and I put that soundtrack in my CD alarm clock, and so usually I would start to wake up to the Xanarkin piano music, and then that metal song would come on, And if I wasn't awake, my entire dorm would wake up at that point. So eventually I switched it over when enough people complained about it, and they were like, I don't like hearing this. So I switched it over to the Strong Bad album, so that the very first song would be Tractor. Oh man, I was not a good neighbor in my freshman year of college. I don't know if I'm a good neighbor now. Let's go ahead and hit him with our strongest stuff, just in case he turns out to be a bit of a hassle, a problem. Then we steal or pilfer. Excellent. Actually, I think Silver Pendant is what I've already got Razzly equipped with. I think Gold is the one that's better. Yeah. It is everyone else who is not the good neighbor. I'm a perfect neighbor. I'm the best neighbor you guys have ever had. Yeah, I'll still have plenty of healing magic. Let's get him. Alright, so I don't know. I have not. Okay, the Tales of games are ones that I am deeply interested in, but I don't know where to start. Because I hear they're very good, and they get remade all the time, and so I really want to check them out. I want to know what they're all about, but I've never played a single one, and I don't know where I should begin. But I'm already sold. I'm already primed. I'm ready to play this game. And I imagine that I would get very into the franchise because every time anyone has described it to me, I'm like, that sounds awesome. That sounds like what I would enjoy. Tales of Symphonia. Okay. That was a massive hit when it came out. That was the first time I ever heard about the franchise. And I know they've had other Tales games. I know they've had remakes, but I haven't played a single one, and I know I'm missing out. I know I'm missing out. Okay. Oh, and then there's Abyss and Vesperia. Really quick, this might crash the stream, so I apologize if it does. But I'm going to try to open up something, because Vesperia sounds familiar, and it'd be crazy if I had it. Like if I just had it sitting in a library, and I'm like, oh, turns out I have that. Let's see. Nope, it sounded similar because I was thinking of Valkyria Chronicles, which is a totally different game from a totally different franchise. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna have to look up these Tales games because they look so good. Now, for you, let's go healing and supplement first. Because that should put, yeah, the traps right in the middle. And we are looking for Iceberg. Dang it! Okay, so I can't steal Iceberg from him because I don't have any level 6 or level 7 spells open. Or available, not open. Open has nothing to do with it. So we won't be able to steal it, but we can still give him a good walloping. And I genuinely wish that the Chrono franchise continued. Every once in a while you hear a rumor that Square is thinking about bringing it back, and then they never do. And I'm always sad, because whether it be a remake or like a new sequel in the franchise, I would love some more turn-based, timey-wimey shenanigans. That's what I'm into. Okay, let's see what you can do. Steal from him. What does this goo have? An antiviral cap. That's good. If I get desperate, I can break that down at the end of the game. Get some shiny materials. I wish I were. I have tried. I enjoy what I have seen. I just can't stay into it. I'm gonna watch it again one day. I'm gonna give it another chance. I've watched, like, of the rebooted season, I think I watched, like, the first 3 seasons from the reboot. And I loved it. I loved every episode. And then I broke up with the person that I was watching it with and never came back. And I just have never come back since then. I'm aware of it. I know it's good. I know it's probably right up my alley. I just stopped watching it. The doctor went with my ex. Okay. Can't steal any more, right? Yeah, I've already stolen. So let's just throw some pins at him. He still hasn't cast Iceberg, so we haven't made him weak yet. Kid, I think you're the one who needs it. We're gonna send it to Kid. Now, we should avoid red elements, but we can ruin his day by hitting him with literally anything else. If I had a blue, like someone with a blue affinity, I could now, or not now, I could have cast the Frog Prince. But then I would still be in the same problem. I would still have him sitting on a full blue field, hitting me with blue magic. Oh, good. Never mind. It's over. It's done. We took him out. I didn't realize that he was that close to death. I thought I had a long fight ahead of me. But there we are, level 17. And only a level 1 spell. Which, you know, it's fine. We're obviously going to allocate for it. Looks like Fireball for Sammy. I'm not going to go through everybody's level 1 spells. I hardly ever use level 1 spells. I will definitely be involved with level 1 spells when we get to the very last boss. And an optional boss. There's an optional boss on this playthrough that I also will want to be using level 1 spells against. Alright. There's another fight coming up immediately. So I'm kind of hoping that I can fight... Nope, I can't fight the bat from down there. Like, we got this new growth level. I would like to at least get 1 or 2 more hit points added before the next boss fight. Good. And then let's hit him with one of those. Kaboom! There were more people on the field than I thought. Excellent. Okay, whatever. I hate missing in this game. Honestly, the only thing that I have never enjoyed about Chrono Cross is the fact that you can only use magic one time in a battle. Of course, you can use it in the next battle. Like, I can use my abilities over and over again from fight to fight, but in the battle that I am using it now, it is gone forever for the rest of that fight. Most of the time that's fine, unless I'm trying to steal from someone, and then I have to do some shenanigans to get my pilfer back, because later on in the game I will have the ability to get magic back mid-fight, but it's also its own rigmarole. Like, you gotta do so much. Okay. Well, wish me luck. Here we go. We gotta fight the son of a gun. This is another one that's pretty brutal. I guess I can steal Holy Light from him if he makes a blank expression. So let's go innate color first. We'll grab Holy Light and we'll put it in the magnify slot because I'm not going to use magnify, but I only get one. It's a consumable. It will go away after this fight. There's the son of a gun. That's his name. It's his name. It's what he goes by. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Now, let's cast that Holy Light trap. This has to be a happy face. Kissy wissy. Okay, yeah, this is his happy face. I guess that's frown? Maybe? Because it's not angry. If he attacks, then he's angry. But if he uses weak-minded, then it's a frown. Yeah, let's keep hitting him with our strongest stuff. The only reason I might stop hitting him is if he has not cast. Okay, so that was weak-minded, which is strong-minded, and then a mode change. Alright, well he's not bent over yet. So we can just keep hitting him. Here's the mode change. We're looking for a blank face. What the? I think that's the same face. I think that's still a frown. Yep, that was still a frown. Okay, we gotta get rid of that. So I'm gonna get a quick heal on Rasley. I don't really need it. This is just to break up the element, the field effect. Still floating. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What's it gonna be? Ah, it's his happy face. Oh, kissy wissy again. So there's the attack. Next will be kissy wissy. Okay, and now he is staggered, so I think I'm gonna start defending. Okay, good. I don't know what Kissy Wissy is supposed to be doing. That's definitely an angry face, so he'll attack and use a photon beam and a meteor shower. So I might end up... I think I'm gonna have to cast a spell. Nope, it's too late. I should have cast it last time. It was my fault. I made a boo-boo. That's gotta be a blank face. Okay, defend. That's what we were looking for. Let's go ahead and hit everybody with a recover all, just to get the heals going. But we still gotta defend until he fires off his element. There it is. I have successfully trapped the holy light. So we can finish this sucker off. Of course, if I miss over and over again, then that's gonna make things harder, but we'll get another quick heal in just to stop him from hurting us. Okay, it did not miss that time, and I don't know what Kissy Wissy does. We'll find out when we get to Rasley. Hopefully she's not, like, confused. But then again, if she interrupts by attacking us, we get our stamina recharged. But it won't matter, because he did. Whew! That fight was harder than I thought it would be. Alright, we made it to growth level 18. We finally have a level 6 element slot. I don't want to be surprised by anything, so I am going to allocate the entire party. One crystal to go, baby. One crystal to go. And if you had been with us when we started streaming this particular game, then when I decide to go up, you will see a familiar sight. Not exactly the same, but familiar. It's some kind of device. It's not functioning. Let's go up. Speaking of going up, let's go save. Before I decide to go up, all the way to the top, where it might be scary, I'm gonna get rid of that dude, and then get a quick save going. Perfect. Okay. Here we go. Again, it's not exactly the same, so if you were here on the first day of the stream when I started a new game, this was what we saw. We saw the door open and there was Sammy, Kid, and Rasley. And I was like, I want that to come true. And so I made the decisions that led to us recruiting Rasley. I rescued Kid, although by this point we would get Kid back anyway. You have to go out of your way to avoid Kid in this particular game. The only thing that's different about the dream is that they don't say all the stuff that we said during the dream sequence. Like, Kid didn't get out of the elevator to be like, I'ma get you, Lynx. I'ma get you in your face. Excellent. Nice little medium healing. There was a little bit of a glare. My face was covering him anyway, so you wouldn't have seen him coming either. But my excuse is there was screen glare and I didn't know he was there. It happens. Okay. I want to see what it does. These guys are not undead, but I do want to see what Holy Light does, because we didn't get to watch it last time. Okay. It took out one of them, which is always cool. Wasn't as flashy as I had kind of hoped it would be, but that's fine. It's fine. It doesn't need to be flashy. It's already doing over 130 damage apiece. Good. What I don't know is how or why Kid has been fatigued. I don't know if I put on the wrong equipment or something. Oh well. We're still winning these fights. I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned until I start losing the fights. And then it's a big deal. Then everything has to stop and we gotta get this fixed. Yeah, let's just beat him up. Maybe I'll steal from him still. But otherwise, I think we're just gonna beat him up. I don't need any more silver pendants. I'm also a video game hoarder, and so it's not likely that I am going to actually break down those pendants or those caps. I'm more likely to be like, I want them in my inventory forever. Good, good. Use a fire spell on my fire affix. Or I guess a red spell on my red affix. She's not made of fire. She's just got that fire in her belly. Okay. Here we go. Oh man, I kind of wish you had been here yesterday for the fairy tale. As you watch the stream, you can earn beard hairs simply by watching. And if you save up those beard hairs, as Blazin did this time, you can get me to make up a fairy tale. No guarantees on quality, but it will be made up. Once upon a time, there was a letter Q. It was a strange thing to be a letter in the alphabet, because you see, it didn't do anything, it didn't go anywhere, it didn't want to really be a part of the alphabet as it were. It tried very hard to stay under the radar and not be a burden to anyone, and yet, Whenever someone would have quite the day, or if they just felt like quitting, or they were telling their kids to be quiet, they would always summon the letter Q, and that poor letter would have to be forced into service and have to do more work, and it just didn't like it. It was fed up with it, and frankly, it was ready to quit itself. And as it was looking around and thinking about its life and how it could finally be done being a letter Q, up came another letter. A letter that had always been there, one that frankly the letter Q had kind of stopped noticing because he just was always there. It was the letter U, who loves to hang out with the letter Q. And even though they don't do anything that exciting and they don't change the world, they do like to hang out together, and any time that the letter Q has to do any real work or any real heavy lifting, he's always got the humble letter U sitting next to him, ready to be a part of things. And so Q realized it was pretty good being a letter because, unlike all the other letters, he was one of those letters who pretty much always knew who his best friend was gonna be. The end. Oh boy. I'm glad you liked it. It was a bit abstract. Excellent. Okay. Let's get our treasure. Because we got lots of treasure in this place. And then one last boss fight. So I think we've got 2 chests and a boss. And then we get to continue this story. I get to do a terrible Australian accent again. I know that's what you guys really show up to the stream for, is to see me come in and out of a vaguely Australian accent. Okay, I think we're gonna go with Luminaire and not Holy Light. I bet Holy Light would be useful against a black affix enemy or boss. But when it's just a bunch of dudes, I think my tech would be a better thing. My techniques. Nope, same damage. About 130, no matter what we're doing at that level. That's fine. That's fine. Whoops, too far. I hate missing. Oh, I hate missing. Actually, let's go to him. Dang it. That was my brilliant idea and they interrupted it. Ugh. There's one. Okay. I was thinking about using her ability that hits everybody, but because these guys are so close to going down, I don't think there's any reason to use any more spells. I'll just save the elemental level for healing at the end of the fight. I went up the wrong one. We want these stairs. It was nice of him to wait for me to open that treasure. He stopped, he waited patiently, and then when I was done reading what I got, he attacked. Alright, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Go with Luminaire. If there's more than 2 people standing, then maybe we'll hit him with something else. Holy Light. That's something else. Ah, kid. I really thought that she would be able to knock him out. Because she's not stealing from him. She's stealing from the sergeant. Sergeant. What do we get? Okay, we got an element. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Dang it. Rasley, you gotta stop missing. Okay, I mentioned this yesterday, and I am going to take advantage of it later in the game, like probably towards the end of the game. But there is this boost. It's like a character boost on the PS4 remaster, or the modern remaster. I don't know how many systems it's available for, but if you hit R3 or the right analog stick, then you always have maxed out magic. It's still the same game. If you use your spell, it still goes away for the rest of the fight. But since you have to hit people to build up your elemental level, it kind of sucks with a character like Rasley, who isn't so good at hitting things. And just being like, come on, you've got to get your spell level up, and then you use your best spell, and she's back to punching things again. And so yeah, you can kind of supersede all of that simply by hitting R3 and saying max out my magic at all times, and I will just use it up when I am done with it. I feel as though playing this game the way that it is good. I like the way it's set up. It took me some time to get used to it, but now that I am used to it, I really enjoy it. And so I don't always feel the need to, I guess, cheat to make it easier until I'm trying to hunt for shiny items. And then I'm like, I wish this was going by faster. Okay, we've got burns, which I don't think have any impact in the fight. This isn't even his final form, dudes. This isn't even his final... There it is. That's his final form. Here we go. I probably should have saved my pilfer for here, but you live and you learn. If I remember on another playthrough, I will save my pilfer until we get to this part of the fight. Ooh! That was a very big hit. I think I'm gonna have to go for it. I think there's too many people under 100 hit points, so I gotta do it. What do you still have? Got lots of red. I don't think she has a... Oh, she does. Okay. Let's give it a shot. It won't do a lot of damage. It's only a level 1 spell. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll hit him with that. And let's give it to Sammy, who's now below a 100. Poor guy. Alright, Sammy. Hit him harder than that. Hit him with a Luminaire. Do 130 damage. Do 500 damage. Or 261. We'll meet somewhere in the middle. I'm fine with that too. Ooh. Well, I'm glad I healed him. But I gotta get right back to it. Let's keep Sammy on his feet. Ugh, I might need to do it again. What do you have? She doesn't have anything. Okay, well, let's heal Sammy just to keep him on his feet. If that dude hits us again with another big one, I want to be standing for it. Devil Thunder. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna say, what if he's undead? What if he's an undead boss? He came outside of the monster, the first monster I was fighting. But I guess he's not, because he's still standing. Let's go with... Let's go with a Magma Burst +1. Okay. Good job, kid. Good job, kid. But we're definitely gonna need to use, well, maybe. We'll see. Let's find out together. So we're at level 19. We got another level 1 spell slot. And we did have to use some consumables. I was afraid it was gonna happen. Let's go ahead and grab 2 of these. One for Sammy, one for Kid. And then we go back to allocate and say, please, get my whole party. All right, I'm gonna get a sip of water and glue that back in. We have done all 6. It is time to join the ritual. I'm gonna count that. I'm gonna count it as a second one. Thank you, Blazin'. Okay. Here we go. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that, well, I'll tell you afterwards. Let's do this first. Okay. Oi, baga. Oi and baga. Just gotta get my baga. Oi, Sammy. Okay. I can do this. I can do a terrible Australian accent. It's coming. Wow. Okay, nobody had anything to say about that. Come on, mate. She did have something to say about it. Baga. Come on, mate. Okay. Finally, we've been expecting you. I have nothing personal against you, but anyone who hinders our plan must be eliminated. I am rather sorry about that. Alright, well, I'm sorry about it too, because I'm going to kick his butt 6 way till dawn. Okay. Just looking to see if there's anything I should have done, but it's too late now. Too late now! Care for some warm-up first, eh? Then come now, lads. There's only one lad. I will take you on. He is a yellow innate. It looks like Rasley and Kid switched places anyway for some reason. Whatever. Let's hit him with everything we've got. There's no reason to leave any of this on the table at the end of this fight. All must be defeated. Good. Kid, why are you getting hit so much? Alright. Rasley cannot be focused on healing. Rasley is my green affix. She's gonna do the most damage. Like, I've gotta have her hitting Viper. Which really means that Sammy is gonna be the one who needs to heal Kid. No! No! I'm so disheartened by that. Good. That's the right person to hit. And now, hit him with an arrow blaster. Okay, well. Okay, he is staggered. He is moving like that. Limping. Injured, I guess. Ha ha ha! That's how you know you won, because he laughs. Just like in real life. Okay, this growth level is kind of wasted because we're not going to be able to allocate. But we did get a level 2 spell. And that was a very good level up for Rasley. Anytime I can get anything more than hit points, I'm happy. But if I can get like 2 or 3 other stats boosted, then that's even better. Oh, sweet. All right. Ha ha ha, you are a worthy opponent. But let us see how you do now. I shall give it my all. Lynx, you traitor. You were extremely useful in helping me make my way around these islands. I appreciate your help, General. However, I no longer have any need for you. This fort shall serve as a fine grave marker for you and your dragoons. May you rest in peace. Damn, forgive me, Riddle. Bleh. Now, let this place be your final resting place as well. Baga, come on, Lynx. You're going down. The good news is, shortly after this fight, I will replace my bad Australian accent with a bad French accent. So you have that to look forward to. Okay, that was a pretty good one. But I am gonna go back to hitting him with my strongest hits. Ooh, I do have a pretty bad Scottish accent too. I'm gonna save my bad Scottish accent. I'm sure there is a character for whom a bad Scottish accent would go well. Alright, you do 100 to me, I'll do 100 right back. Let's hit him with one of those Raz stars. Excellent. Hopefully we can steal from him. No, we cannot, because Kid missed almost every hit. Okay. Hit him with a dash and slash. Oh, wow! I was like, it probably won't do better than 100, but 126 is indeed better than 100. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna keep our spells with Razlie, so if it's an emergency, she can just heal someone. We're gonna pilfer, and then unfortunately Sammy's gonna be the one who has to heal. Good. Okay. What do we have in the way of heals? We've got to recover all. That gets everybody back up. Good, good, good. As long as he's not doing big damage, then I feel pretty good about it. Yes. Miss. See how it feels. It sucks, doesn't it? It's the worst when you miss. I genuinely thought that was going to be the end of it. That's why I turned off the double speed. That was the end of it. That was the end of it. All right, we got 666 gold. I'm sure that is not a dangerous sign or omen at all. Good, good. You're more trouble than I thought. But do you really think your skills are superior to mine? Sore loser. Sammy, have you ever questioned who you really are? Sammy? What has been the significance of your existence up until now? On that ominous day 10 years ago, the boundary of space and time was torn, and part of me, in fact, died. I think he's going after a child, a baby, on the beach. And that's how I died. 10 years ago. That's how Sammy died, from a kitty. You cannot defeat me, Sammy. Erasing my existence would be the same as wiping out your own. Don't be taken in by his rubbish, Sammy. Bugger, this guy's full of it. Ha, we'll see about that. There are two sides to every coin. Life and death, love and hate, they are all the same. What do you say? Talk some sense, will ya? Bum, bum, bum. That's not Sammy. That's not Sammy. Bugger, Sammy, what's wrong? Lynx, what have you done to Sammy? Sammy, you alright? There's Sammy, I knew we'd find Sammy. Yes, I'm fine. I'm just fine, kid. Bum, bum, bum. What are you doing, Lynx? Now's your chance, kid. Kill him! Yeah, I know. This is the end of you, Lynx. Say your prayers. Bugger, say your prayers. Okay, so what I was going to say, and I'm going to say it now, is that you can win this fight, and it does not have an impact on the rest of the story. I am not going to win this fight, but I'm sure as heck gonna try. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna make it past round 1. Well, let's go ahead and hit them with some feral cats. So at least they remember who I was when they kill me, when they finish me off. There we go. You did it, kid. Yeah. Now finish him. What's wrong? Settle it once and for all. Here, hand me your dagger and I'll finish him off. Watch this, kid. I'll avenge Luca for you. Die, Lynx! Wait! What, kid? He's your foe, isn't he? How'd you know Luca's name? What are you talking about, kid? Not once did I ever mention Luca's name to you, Sammy. No. Don't tell me you're... Bum, bum, bum. Okay, it's not even 5 yet, so we are going to continue going. We might even be able to get out of the next area. I genuinely thought Fort Dragonia was going to take the full 3 hours of the stream, and I'm pretty sure that this is the end of it. But the prophecy came true. The dream happened, just as they said it would. Sammy killed Kid. Sammy, why? Quiet! Poor Rasley. This is the end of the road for you, kid. You're Lynx, ain't ya? I'll send you to see Luca. I'll finish you off later. Look at yourself, Sammy. I mean, Lynx. Excellent. The enmity is growing. The only thing pure in this world is enmity. Well then, the time has come for the curtain to fall. Your services are no longer needed. Your existence is worthless. Farewell, Sammy. Finally, I have the key to the gate of fate. The time has finally come for the frozen flame to awaken. Come to the Sea of Eden, Sammy, should you wish to end your dream of 10 years ago. Kaboom! Now let love bleed, darker and deeper than the seas of hell. And I guess it's a game over. That's the end. We lose. Yep, starting over. Starting the whole game over. Here's the opening cutscene. Wait, that's not what the opening cutscene looked or sounded like at all. Okay, I love this location. It's very short. We're not going to be here for very long. But I love the abstract art look that they have. I think I can interact with these eyeballs. Nope. Okay. And there's no treasure up there. So I want inside of here, but it's locked from the inside. Can't do anything with that. I can go collect the treasure that's up here, but I think I would rather collect the treasure after we deal with this. Aha! Alright, here we go. Hey you! What are you doing in me house? There you go, Blazin', just for you. I figured you for another wandering spirit. How many years has it been since a physical being wandered into this world? Very strange indeed. Rightly so, the world is controlled by chance and chaos. Anything can happen as quick as a wink. Nobody knows. Something you have today may be gone tomorrow. Just like this berry I'm holding. Important stuff, irreplaceable stuff. All these may come to arm with superlative ease. And what's frightening is, there is absolutely no meaning to what happens in our daily lives. Meaning is non-existent. No matter what's born, lost, or changed, it's beyond calculation. There be no one or nothing watching over you. Such is life. I'm going to bed. I suggest you rest up too. Maybe. I hope I got all of my elements back from Kid and Rasley. Because if we look, there is no one on the list of allies. We might as well go ahead and give Lynx his elements. We'll go down and get a quick save going. Okay, do we need to heal? No. Probably because we rested. But we should be at 21 now. Yes, we are at 21. Okay, so it looks like I don't have to do anything special.
Just a second there. I give you a place to sleep, and you're leaving without a word of thanks? I'm coming with you. I have a feeling I can get out of here if I tag along. Besides, you won't be able to make it inside that tower alone. I'll open it for you.
Okay, let's take a look at Sprig. Sprig has 3 spells, and one of them is her own technique. Yep, Doppelgang. She is not a very good character to have. But she will remember enemies, and that will be important later. As far as equipment goes, we will give Sammy a mithril mail. She's already got a mithril weapon. She's just still running iron there. Here is where I'm thinking about things. She's going to be primarily physical because she only has a couple of spells and the ability to change. So I'm thinking I might go... What do we go with? I think we'll go Silver Pendant. Don't need that. Now that's interesting, and that might be... I think I'll stick with that one for now. Yeah, and then we'll go with dancing shoes, because I don't think I have kung fu shoes yet. Yep. I'm good with it. I think we are set up for success. We'll save really quick just in case we die, like, horribly. Okay, now, like I said, there is at least one treasure in this area. There shouldn't be any enemies, so we should be pretty safe. We'll take Sprig with us up here. I really, genuinely, and with all my heart, I love the art style of the Dimensional Vortex. It's got this Starry Night style, this Van Gogh looking look. I don't even have the words for it. I just like it. I think it's a good look. The last time I saw a game doing something similar to this was BioShock 2? I think it was 2 when you got to see the world through the eyes of a little sister. And it was so brilliant. It was so cool. It was such a good change. And that's what we're getting here for this short place. You are très late, no? Come on, Monsieur Lynx, let's go. We don't have the time to be dawdling here. We may truly get lost in time. I can't afford to lose you just yet. I'm not Lynx, or am I Lynx? I'm gonna say I'm not Lynx. You are no longer Sammy. You are Monsieur Lynx. Allons, regarde-toi. Just look at yourself. Who in their right mind is going to believe you are Sammy? C'est simple.
If everybody except yourself says that you are Monsieur Sammy Lynx, then voila, you are Monsieur Lynx. It's as simple as that. That is who you are. C'est la realita. If you try and go against realita, realite will surely crush you. Realite will kill you. And realite will continue to go on as if nothing ever happened. From yesterday to today, from today to tomorrow, realite marches on, leaving your body crushed, leaving your crushed body behind. Maybe I'll get with the program. No, I'm gonna stick with my guns. But I'm Sammy. Ooh la la. So you still insist that you are Sammy Wee? Regarding your memory as this Sammy, you may be able to rewrite it if you use the dragon tier. In reality, you died 10 years ago in the other world. How can you say for sure this is the real you? Maybe for you it is evident, but I wonder if you ever really were Sammy? Furthermore, what was this Sammy? A figure? A shape? A spirit? A soul? Where was this Sammy? Who am I? Who are you? You're not me. I'm not you. I am reality. You are... I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. Oh. Now open the door to reality only. One mistake, and you'll never make it back to the real world. Wow, I have already lost her terrible accent as well. Accents are not my thing. My thing is speaking like this. Ooh, I almost went to the wrong door. Ooh, I almost went to the wrong door again. Tricky, tricky. How boring. Fine, I understand how you feel. Let's head back to reality. Yay, Harl joined your party. Okay, there we go. I'm glad because you're yeah, it's not the best. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit tricky for a while because I've got 2 black innates and 1 green innate, and I'm pretty sure, thank you for the posture check by the way, I'm pretty sure that the very next person I recruit is also a green innate. So no matter what, I'm going to be doubling up one of my innate colors. Harl is similar, but not the same as Kid. She doesn't have the ability to steal, but she does want to be able to see what she's hitting. So let's go with the sight scope. Unless I've got a better one. I don't. Do I have a copper helmet? I do. And then, why not? We'll go Profiteer Purse with her. Okay. We've got all of our elements and all of our equipment. Now is the time to go treasure hunting. And of course, I do want to kill some of these dudes because now that Sprig is in the party, she is learning these dudes for Doppelganger, her specialty ability, as well as for recruiting another character later. No, the treasure is all mine. It's my treasure. Okay. Get him, Sprig. Dang it, Sprig. In fact, I might make that character, or that enemy, exclusively Sprigs for killing. Oh, I thought he ran away. Wow. Wow. Six attacks and I missed them all. Oh, I understand what is happening. Okay, let's hit him with one of those. Even though I missed, I knew it would. But instead, I'm gonna try. Hopefully this doesn't kill everybody, but I'm gonna see if magic hits them. It does. Okay. Let's give Sprig another shot. What do you got? Magnify and Magma Burst. Magma Burst will be the one because Doppelgang just turns him into, or turns her into a monster, and then it happens. Poor Blazin had an epic fail. Because I don't share my treasure. I'm greedy. I'm that type of pirate. Arg. Okay. I don't believe there's... Yeah, no treasure over there. Just a dude. But we've already killed him with Sprig. And I think that's all I needed to do in order to unlock that character. Let's go this way. Glad I'm getting some mithril, especially now that I've lost my thief. My thief is gone for the time being. Okay, good. Good. As long as he's not making himself invisible, then I'm fine. Oh, Sprig. Okay. Interesting. I've never seen some of these moves before. I'm just sitting here like, wow, I didn't know they could summon allies. Alright, Sprig, take him out. Perfect. Perfect. Boo. Boo. Always interrupting Harl. That's not who I wanted him to interrupt. I wanted him to interrupt Lynx or Sprig and then let Harl get her level 3 attack in. But all's well that ends well, and everybody's dead now, so we're good. We're fine. Okay. We're getting so much mithril. Oh my goodness, I'm glad to have it. Alright, how do I get to that one? Oh, I remember. Okay. We need to flip the switch again. Get over here. Go down. And then go this way. Easy peasy. It's always good when your PZs are easy. And I like my PZs to be nice and easy. Now, the last part of our MC Escher-like dungeon. We just have to jump through that hole that I'm approaching. Okay. Don't know if that's going to do a lot of damage. Yeah. I figured black on black wouldn't do much. And Doppelgang, the green ability Doppelgang is good. It's not great. I don't think I have found enough enemies to have any white affix. Yeah, that's my list, and I don't think any of these guys are white affix. So we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. We're just gonna keep punching. Good. Good job. Perfect. I like that. I like that a lot. I like it when they die nice and easy. Okay. There we go. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. We are back to reality. Does this place look familiar to you, Monsieur Lynx? Do you need moi to tell you where we are? No, I already know. Ah, you remember? Then let's leave this forest at once. Ah, yes. I'm finally back in the real world. Ah, a world with substance. Even the water and air is different. This is great. It's time to party! Let's have a toast to our return to the real world. No accents. I don't have it anymore. I've lost it completely. I'll try with the French. Mon Dieu. Listen, old lady. You are not getting any younger. Try to control your emotions. There is absolutely no time to be partying. We must hurry along. I'll try, Blazing. I'll try. What's your problem, lass? It's been years since I've been back to the real world. You sure are a buzzkill. So anyway, where to now? Ooh, Monsieur Lynx, you seem worried about that Sami character? Do you still remember the place where it all started? Where angels lose their way? Where angels, whatever, it has a bad ring to it. So what exactly is it? A gate to another world. Something like that. What? Are you saying there's another dimensional distortion in this world? Yeah. Very interesting indeed. So where is this place? Leave that up to Monsieur Lynx. Let's just get going. But first, we must leave this forest. Yeah, eventually. Sure. Why not? Okay. Interesting. What the? It disappeared. What's going on? Yep, you lost your portal. You're stuck in the real world. You don't get to run back to your dimensional vortex. Okay, so we have already cleared out this Hydra Marsh because we did that in the home world when we saved Kid. So nothing new here. So instead, let's head to another world where Sammy is causing trouble. What's wrong, Lynx? Don't tell me the dimensional gate won't open. Heh! You be in hot water now. Of course it won't open. The missing piece to this world has been found. There is nothing we can do. You are now just an unwanted piece. You know it. Very interesting. What are you gonna do now, Lynx? How about we go and explain your situation to your mother? We may be able to find something out. Yeah, I mean, my mother knows best. Why not? Why not? We'll go see what my mama says. I'm sure my mama will say nothing, and I have already forgotten the next character's voice. So we're gonna make up another voice for this upcoming character, because yes, I do know who is coming up. I've owned this game for like 20 years. Surely I should know by now. Huh? Demi-humans? What do you monsters want from us? No, Blazin', no. Excusez-moi, geezer. What kind of attitude is that? I will kick your derrière to the moon if you talk to mon Lynx comme ça. Ah, freak! Yeah, nobody's gonna want to talk to me. I might be able to buy some elements, but I don't need to do that. We're here on a mission, and that mission is to talk to my mama. Who might you be? May I help you? What? What did you just say? You're Sammy? Please explain to me exactly what is going on here. I see. So that man told you to go to the Sea of Eden. I really don't know about dimensional distortions or about the other world, but if, like you say, something big is really on the verge of happening, it may have all started 14 years ago, on the night of the storm. 14 years ago? Whoops. That night, your father, Wazuki, and his friend Miguel set out to the sea. Despite a storm, it was an emergency. I read that so wrong. That night, your father Wazuki and his friend Miguel set out to sea despite a storm. It was an emergency. It's better. They were swallowed by the waves and lost consciousness. When they came to, they found themselves in the Dead Sea. a place no living creature dares enter. I don't know what he saw or what happened, but that incident changed your father. And your father's friend Miguel, he was Lena's father, and he never returned. Back then, that place wasn't called the Dead Sea. Yes, I believe they called it the Sea of Eden. That was 14 years ago.
Are you the ones everybody is talking about? No, this can't be. Are you Lynx? You're still alive? Step outside, Lynx. For I, too, was once a valiant member of the Acacia Dragoons. I must put a stop to you.
La la la? Geezer, I wouldn't show off like that. That is, if you want to live. Do not underestimate the power of Monsieur Lynx. One blow and it's off to the other world with you.
Silence! Now step outside! On guard!
All right, I will on guard all the way. Boom. Okay. It might be worthwhile to use. See, I don't love any of these that I have available. They're all such early level stuff that I might get my butt kicked by switching. So I think I'll just continue to go this route. Good. Okay, he has not been staggered. But I think it is time to introduce him to my moonbeams, where I shall use my lunar energy to create blades of light. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad at all. I mean, if I had a yellow affix person, I imagine they would do pretty significant damage. But I don't, so I can't. But at least he's smart enough to use the right element. Okay. Well, if he's gonna do that to me, I'm gonna do it right back to him. Have an Electro Jolt. It's only level 2, but damn it, it's a yellow against your green. Now let's see what you think about that. He did not think much of it. He was kind of bored by it. He was like, okay, good job, whatever. Ooh, okay, well, that was unexpected. Yeah, we'll recover all. Okay, that worked out. He keeps dodging. All right, we're gonna hit him with a glide hook. Now I've only got Lynx's powers. They are very similar to Sammy's powers. They are just the opposite element, and they have new names, but they do exactly the same thing that Sammy's techniques did. hitting the X button too fast. I'm hitting the X button too fast. Okay, we've got him hobbled. We've got him injured. He's bloodied. He's staggered. I don't know how you want to describe it. I tend to use D&D lingo. Wow. Harl. Oh my gosh. I mean, we gotta heal ourselves. Like, what choice do we have? So, you can't see it because my face is in the way, but I'm gonna make my face disappear briefly. Maybe. There we go. Okay, when I attack, obviously I select my guy. I've got 3 levels of attack powers. If I hit it too fast, it won't automatically go over, but it also won't automatically go over anyway. But each of these are how I get my elemental, my magic to go up. I go in, but with this guy and this guy alone, it doesn't automatically scroll to the second level of attack. It starts at 1, I hit him, and it stays at 1. I hit him again, and now it goes to 2, and finally it goes to 3. This is a unique fight where that happens, and so usually I try to just force it to go down to 2 and then 3, because I want to use, you know, the most out of my attack that I can. But if I go too fast, I'll hit him with 2 level 1 weak hits. You guys usually don't see that because usually I'm a big bully and I'm hiding my buttons. I stand defeated. Yay! Okay, so it looks as though we are starting to split up how people are going to earn magic. I've played this game for so many years that it's second nature at this point. I got a level 1 for Lynx, but then another level 6 for Harl, and then Sprig, the big jerk, didn't even get another magic. Ugh. Sprig is getting replaced in this playthrough. Just so you guys know, it is happening. I do not sense any malice in your attacks. Do you really mean to tell me that you are not Lynx? And is it true that the General is still active in the other world? Here, the General has been missing for the past 3 years now. Understood. I shall accompany you. We may still have a chance to save the General and Riddle in the other world. That this geezer is only going to get in their way. Yay! We got the geezer! And he is replacing her. We're gonna get rid of Harl at some point, but I kind of want to keep her in my party for until I have to get rid of her is the point that I'm making, but I think I'm gonna try to hold on to her for now. First, we must head to Termina and gather news about General Viper's disappearance from this world. Don't worry, we will find a clue to return to the other world. That's just like what an old man would say. He'd be like, there's no reason to stress. Be easy, baby. Okay. Now, let's go ahead. Oh, before we do that, what I can do is find in my list of characters, I can go find Sprig, and then hit triangle, and then confirm, and then voila! I have taken away her 2 elements that she was holding on to. Oh, Sprig. Such a disappointing character. I love the design. I love the fact that we've got an old lady in the party. And yet, she always makes me disappointed. Okay. I'm gonna put all of the Dragoon stuff on him. And then maybe we will go with... I don't necessarily, like, too much of my stuff is still very low level. But we're at the part of the game where we start getting better stuff. I think I'll go Power Glove, just one more to the attack. Why not? Why not? That would be the best way to go. Now that he is in our party, don't need to rest. I don't need to do anything like that. Now, for some reason, I thought that there was like a hidden piece of treasure here, but I'm not seeing anything, and so I think we're good. Let's see if she can craft mithril. Oh my, what parts do you hail from? Well, it doesn't matter much to me. Customers are my business. Show me your weapons and armor. Alrighty, just a minute, please. Okay. For Sammy, we can get him an upgraded weapon. But I've got such limited supplies of mithril that I think it would be better to grab 2 of these. Well, just one. Just one. And then we can take a look at this stuff. What do you guys use as weapons? Oh, they use staffs. Okay. And they both are equipped with mithril, so we're fine. Even though she's not in the party and she's the only one who can use daggers, I am going to craft this for Kid. I don't remember how quickly we get her back. I know it's a long time, and we'll probably be moving up to the next level of equipment. But what if we get her and she wants to carry a nice silver dagger? So I'll do that. And for our last trick, I'll just craft one of those. Thanks, come again. Okay. He has not equipped a single piece of equipment. That is insane. Okay, we will give him that. We want to give him something for anti-black. Give him the mithril helmet. Do I have anything? There we go. Protection against anti-black. There is a better piece of equipment that will also stop status effects, but I don't know if I've ever really... Well, there's darkness. Darkness is a black status effect, and that is very annoying when you just miss every single attack. Okay, that's him. Let's deal with him. And I still like where she's at. Okay. And then finally, because we got a new character. Oh, we already did it. Never mind. Sorry. Sorry. Ignore me. Okay. Let's see. So we are heading off to Fossil Valley, and I think that's going to be the last thing we do. We're going to collect the treasure here and make our way forward. The South Pot. Yo! Check out that guy's face! Way scary! Our investigation is done. Let's get the hell out of here. I want to go back to poor. Alright, well. I don't think that fight will be worth it. These are mostly the same enemies as Another World. And they might have like slight stat boosts, but I don't think it would be enough to be meaningful. Oh, I see it. I see the treasure. Yay! I'm not going to equip it. I don't particularly like that frame. Kind of hurts my eyes, the red border with the gray background. Also, I'm not, intentionally avoiding these fights. They're just kind of a pain in the butt. There we go. Now, okay, he is holding a treasure, and I am going to have this fight. Give me the treasure! Okay, we got the mithril. Oh! Look at that, I could have avoided him completely. I'll let him hop on me, though. Because I did want to have this fight. I should have brought Sprig with me. That's the real issue, is that I forget that the reason we have Sprig is so that she'll remember enemies. But there is an item that does the same thing later. And I usually just equip that to my main character and let him carry that for the whole New Game Plus. And then I still don't have to use Sprig. Oh man, I'm not a very good ally to Sprig. Alright, so I think they both dropped traps on me. Which really just means don't use a regular element. But I can use a technique like feral cats. This is the opposite version of Luminaire. And frankly, I kind of like it better than Luminaire, if I'm honest. Squawk! Squawk! Okay, well, that tells me that they are waiting for an attack. Wow. Alright, well, he is done. Let's see if we can take out this one before it squawks again. Good. And then with that, we're gonna defend until he uses his poking attack. Yeah, he's still ready to go. Peck! It's a pecking attack. Yeah. I had a feeling it would hurt more against either Lynx or Harl. Because the Dodo has a white affix. Okay, what do you have as techniques? Got this long shot. Oh, we saw both of these. We saw these when he fought us. We know what these are. Well, let's see what it looks like when we try it on. Squawk! Okay, we'll defend again. Wow! Alright. I don't want to use up my strongest magic trying to keep Radius on his feet. So I'm going to use a level 1 cure. I might have to hit him again with some healing magic. No, I won't. No, I won't. We'll just take him out. That's what we'll do. It was a bit of a harder fight than I thought it would be. I genuinely thought that was going to be a cakewalk. But we've got our new frame plus 2 more mithrils. So we could craft some more weapons. Or helmets. You know, whatever we wanted to craft. Excellent. Oh. I wonder who was there. I didn't see them. I couldn't. Oh, it's just a little dingo. Maybe the dingo ate your baby. Yep, that's what I love about fighting dingoes. They'll fight themselves. Alright, Bubba Dingo. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Alright, I am going to call it here, but just to make sure I don't get confused and go straight into Termina, I am going to save right in front of the Shadow Forest, or the Forest of Shadows, or whatever it's called. Because then I will know that we need to get treasure out of here. It's the only place we can get treasure based on what we have unlocked in the home world. And I want it. I want that treasure. So that's what we are going to primarily focus on, and I don't think that's going to be tomorrow. Turns out I'm going to have to change up my schedule again because school is starting, and that means it's also starting for my children. And one of my kids is going to start doing an after-school activity every other week. And it sounds like that's going to be on Wednesdays. So tomorrow is the first one of those. So I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I will be streaming the next week, Wednesday, if that makes sense. At least that's how I understand it. We'll get to find out together. It's always fun when you shake up your life and change things around. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you especially to Blazin, who joined us, even with an upset tummy. And I will be back definitely Thursday, and most likely not tomorrow. But make sure you're following and make sure your notifications are turned on, and then you'll know when I have gone live. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye! Yeah.